I'm convinced. The mid-season trailer for Sister Wives, Season 19 subtly teases Christine Brown's departure from the show. The second half of the season's teaser didn't feature much of Sister Wives star Christine Brown, and I believe the show is subtly hinting at what will happen to her and David Woolley in the future. Viewers have had the opportunity to see the Brown family's disintegration and the dissolution of their one-time unit throughout Sister Wives Season 19. The early portion of the season, which chronicled her wedding, was devoted to Christine's romance, even though she met David and presented him to the audience at the end of the previous season. Although the first half of Sister Wives Season 19 revolved heavily around Christine and David's wedding, it looks like the second half may feature some different plotlines. The other original wives of the patriarch of the Brown family took a stance after Christine broke up with Cody Brown during Sister Wives Season 17. Christine's life ultimately changed once Cody was left with only Robin Brown as his only wife after encouraging Janelle and Mary Brown to evaluate their own relationships. In the trailer, Christine is largely isolated from the other cast members, and she is probably going to be isolated from her fellow Sister Wives family members as well. When the mid-season trailer for Sister Wives was published, people were taken aback to see how little Christine was featured, while the rest of the family was depicted in intense turmoil. The wedding between Christine and David was a crucial story point in the first half of Sister Wives Season 19, but it seems that their involvement will be less significant in the second half of the season. The second half of the season, which was briefly glimpsed in the teaser, will mostly center on Janelle and Mary, resolving conflicts with Robin, Cody, and the Coyote Pass land. The second half of Sister Wives Season 19's trailer suggests that Christine might be doing her hardest to avoid becoming involved in the conflict. In a nutshell, Christine is largely isolated from the other cast members in the trailer and is probably going to be isolated from her fellow Sister Wives family for the remainder of the season. She is too preoccupied with her marriage and her new life with David to be bothered with the Coyote Pass story. Even though David and Christine are alone, they will have their own story. Even though viewers of Sister Wives are still interested in Christine and David's narrative, they may not make many appearances in the second half of Season 19. Following the season's heavy emphasis on Christine and David's story, it appears that the couple may now be more of a supporting cast member than the primary subject. The first part of Sister Wives had to put in a lot of effort with her relationship because the show had to build to their wedding ceremony, incorporate the misgivings of the rest of the family, and make it evident that Christine was content with her independence. The second half of Sister Wives Season 19 may, on principle, push Christine and David further to the sidelines because they had so much going on at the start of the season. However, it's also possible that the show is preparing for some significant adjustments. Even while it may affect the rest of the family, it's likely that Sister Wives is giving the former sister wife a completely new path as she embarks on the next phase of her life with David because Christine is such a fan favorite. It's likely that Christine and David are preparing for something even bigger when Sister Wives Season 19 comes to an end, even though they might not play a significant role in the remaining episodes. The producers of Sister Wives may be preparing to give Christine and David their own spin-off after demonstrating how much territory they could cover alone in the first half of the season. Christine has always seemed ready for her own program and has always been able to manage herself without the help of the family. Although the show may not be finished, Sister Wives has changed over the past few years and seems to be nearing the end of its run. Sister Wives Season 19 looks like it will be a completely different program at the conclusion of the season, even if it doesn't finish. The show might wish to feature more of Christine and David's life together, such as their time at home or their new joint venture. In order to prepare for their upcoming spin-off, Sister Wives Season 19 might gradually push them to the back burner. But David Woolley, the husband of Christine Brown, brought up Cody 20 minutes into their second date. Early in their romance, Christine Brown's husband, David Woolley, had some knowledge of her and her ex-boyfriend, Cody Brown. He's been in and out of watching Sister Wives for years. Christine exclusively discloses in the most recent Us Weekly issue, which is currently available for purchase. I didn't know that he knew who I was until our second date. But the way he told me was after I already told him everything, so he already knew. When Christine and Woolley started dating following her breakup with Cody in 2021, she wanted to gradually introduce her polygamous past. The second date, I immediately thought I was the third wife, she tells us as we get into his vehicle. I was also on television, after we had been talking for a few minutes. Christine claims that 20 minutes into the conversation, her now husband mentioned Cody, which caught her completely off guard. "You watch my show?" I ask, she adds, and he's like, "Well, yeah, girl, I don't live under a rock or something. It was so great." Christine laughs. I always tease him that I better have been his favorite wife, after finding out that Woolley watched Sister Wives. In 1994, Christine and Cody became spiritually united and had 6 children together. At the start of their relationship, Cody was spiritually involved with Janelle Brown and legally married to Mary Brown. In order to become Robin Brown's legal husband and adopt her children from a prior relationship, he later divorced Mary in 2014. Although they continued to be spiritually together, Cody and Mary announced their separation in late 2022. Janelle left the plural family as well. In February 2023, Christine made her romantic debut with Woolley after splitting with Cody. 2 months later, he proposed, and in October 2023, the couple exchanged vows in Utah. She tells us, "I'm happier than I've ever been," highlighting how quickly she adapted to monogamy. "I was destined for it." Woolley and Christine are totally a partnership, and Christine is grateful that there's no keeping score in their marriage. "I'm very grateful for everything that happened to lead me here," she continues. "I adore my current location." On Sister Wives, which is presently in its 19th season, viewers have continued to watch the fallout from Christine and Cody's separation. Although Woolley was hesitant to make an appearance on the TLC series at first, Christine claims that his on-screen persona is totally refreshing. "We've experienced many difficult moments, and I believe that having David in our lives and by my side creates a completely different experience for each of us when we watch the episodes. I'm not afraid of it," she says. "I love watching when we're in it, and it's been a really nice reprieve." But Christine admits to us that she was anxious about the relationship between Cody and Woolley. She acknowledges that initially the two men were a little bit awkward near one another, saying, "I dreaded it, probably way more than David. But when it came down to it, we simply understood that we had to act like grown-ups because we will all just try our best and spend the rest of our lives together." They were merely gentlemen. In the more recent episodes, Woolley has supported Christine as she relives some of the drama with her ex. "I get frustrated with what Cody says about me," she admits to us. "Since I would never do many of the things that Cody accuses me of doing, I merely discuss it with David. Look, David says no one is going to believe that. Everyone is aware of your excellent parenting skills and that you will never set Cody against your children or your children against Cody. It simply will never occur. It's difficult to hear though. Greetings and welcome to my channel, dear viewers. I'm Sabrina. I hope you're having a great day. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the video.